Welcome to this LTG replay. It's SgtDiablo on the highway map, and he posted a couple of replays of this tank on the forums, and I actually checked them out because I didn't know much about this tank. I haven't played it because it's a new addition to the Russian light tank tree since the latest patch basically. It replaced the LTTB, which I really loved on tier 7, and I just wanted to check out if this tank was just as much fun as the LTTB or not, and it looks like it actually is, though. I mean, design wise, it's an answer. It's basically the Russian flat panzer, or the pancake tank basically. It's really flat. It's got a turret, and from the front with the wheel there, it resembles a little bit of that Disney character of the Hunchback of the Notre Dame, the malformed one. It just looks a bit funky. But SgtDiablo is going on the field on this map, and as a light tank or a medium tank, that's basically where you belong on this map to begin with. He's trying to see if he can get some shots on the enemy tanks and get some nice shots into the side of that T-37. Now the Cromwell comes on, dings. I don't know where he dinged, we'll check that out in a moment. But he's just putting some fire in the Cromwell while the Cromwell is putting some fire in him. And the gun depression actually doesn't seem to be that bad, to be honest. It's actually quite nice, which is a nice change because the old LTTB had like 3 degrees of gun depression. This thing probably has slightly more. But yeah, with the sloped armor, I imagine that the turret can bounce. It looks relatively thick in the model, but then again, that doesn't really say anything. I haven't actually checked out the armor profile, but since this is in line with the T-54 lightweight and the other Russian light tanks, it probably is better armored than, at least on the turret, than the other light tanks are. And now Diablo is just doing some spotting here and trying to see if he can get some shots. Doesn't seem like he can. Actually, the gun depression. -5, -3? I don't really know. I'll have to check that out actually. And again, another bounce on the turret, it seems. And he's just trying to snipe the cupola of this VK basically. VK actually, since a couple of patches ago, this tank actually became quite good. It used to be one of the most terrible tier 6 medium tanks. Back when I ground that line 4 or 5 years ago, I actually preferred the VK, which one was it? The other one. The 3001H, I think it was. Because that was a lot nicer. It was slightly faster and it had basically the same gun. Because the VK 301P basically had non-functional armor. And was relatively so. It was basically a shit Tiger, and the Tiger is already really shit. So yeah, but apparently that thing got buffed, and it's actually quite good now. So Diablo is making really good use of the bushes over here, just to try and spot these guys, not taking too many risks. He's got a Tiger behind him and an E25 to his left, as well as a Cromwell. So all he needs to do is basically light up these targets for his team. He's actually playing quite well. It's always nice to see people use these positions well. And now he's going to the other side of the map. The VK was moving up as well, and Diablo is doing the right thing to counter him actually, because if he would stay in his old location, the VK could actually shoot him. But now that he's moved up here, he's got the high ground, and again he's basically able to put fire into these guys from an advantageous position, and they can't actually do much back. So now this SP1C decides to YOLO tomato retard into Diablo, but you can't ram in a 10-ton tank. You're lighter than pretty much any tank, so that was just stupid. He could have maybe pulled it off if he wasn't so YOLO. I mean, if he pulled back properly, he could have outplayed him probably, but not like this. So now suddenly this flank is all clear, and SgtDiablo actually starts moving up. The Scorpion was spotted there, but he's retreated. But there's a good chance that he's camping on one of the hills and base, because that's what TDs usually do. So Diablo just moves up, gets spotted, and instantly breaks to the left to try and break line of sight and use these micro ridges here to shield himself from fire, and that now you can actually see how nice this low profile tank is, because you can basically hide yourself in really nice locations. I don't know how skilled this crew is. The view range seems okay-ish. I mean, it's Russian, so yeah, they're not really well known for their great view range. They've got other advantages like armor and the best all-round guns, pretty much, with a nice good penetration and all the other stuff. So yeah, I mean, it looks like a really fun tank. I don't know if I'll actually buy this one back, because I've got the T-54 lightweight and the LTTB. I'm actually grinding up a new crew in the LTTB because I want to use that one probably in clan wars and stuff. Obviously, since all of the tier 8 light tanks are pretty much new, I haven't really discovered the go-to clan wars tank. I imagine it will be the WZ-132, but yeah, you never know for certain, so I'll just grind up crews in all of them, because the German one seems really good for spotting. It has the best camo and a pretty nice gun. Diablo here is doing the right thing, because there was a lot of tanks coming back, and he's actually using this bush to spot guys. Well, now the Cromwell is actually spotting, but he's trying to spot stuff and using these bushes to basically fire through and stay hidden. I don't know about his crew, so I know he's got 6 sense, but I don't know about all of the other extra skills that he has. I don't know if he's got camo or the view range skills, but he has got binoculars, which basically caps his view range. And he doesn't actually get spotted for that shot, so I guess he's got some camo, or this tank just has really good camo because it's really flat. I mean, the tanks in this game, basically the camo is derived from their profile. So if the tank is really low, it has better camo than a really tall tank, which to a degree is actually logical. It's a bit annoying for tall light tanks like the M4190 GF, because they seem to have really crappy camo in comparison, pretty much camo of a medium tank. But this tank seems to have quite nice camo. And now we've got a couple of enemies left. Tiger P, the A44, which is having a really good game. There's a KV, and what's the other thing? Sherman variation, Firefly actually. And Diablo is trying to snipe here, but yeah, Russian guns, they're good in a lot of situations, but sniping like this is not one of them, unless of course you play one of the tier 10 German medium or Russian mediums, and then they're among the best snipers in the game pretty much, because Russia needs good tier 10 tanks. So yeah, this sniping is not going anywhere. The magical blind shot though does hit. I mean, the shell just veered to the left and low and into the turret, and now there's just one enemy tank left. The enemy tank has got 5 kills though. He gets spotted, but he isn't able to actually put more damage in. He did get the spotting damage for that. So yeah, let's take a look at the results. So here's the result of that match from SgtDiablo. As you can see, he got his first gun mark on this tank. Ace tanker obviously, also high caliber for all the damage he did, and the patrol duty for all the spotting damage. Let's take a look. So 1465 base XP for nearly 3k damage, which is really nice in a tier 7 tank. A couple of medals, and as you can see, the 5916 also had quite a good match, as did the enemy A44, and he didn't get a hero medal, so he actually didn't get proper XP for that. Tiger P did a good job, but then again, a Tiger P should do a good job in a matchmaking like that. But yeah, I mean, it was a really nice match, and he made a small profit as well. He doesn't seem to be playing with a premium account, but he had to shoot some premium ammo, so that actually jumped the ammo cost up and made him get less profit. But yeah, I mean, 2.7k damage of his own and 2.2 spotting is really nice actually in this this little fun light tank. Yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed the replay. If you did, feel free to rate it and subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.